exhausting to be around. Nobody sets the alarm. So if it's not a decision, what is it? Let's go to the root. Here's the painful truth. Knowing it wasn't intentional doesn't actually undo the damage. Damage in your marriage, damage in your relationships, maybe you're dating, maybe it's with your parents, your friends, your family members. The friendship still felt that way. The team member at work, your team, still feels the drag. Good intentions won't refill the empty account. But draining people isn't a character flaw, it's an identity leak. It's an indicator that we still got to work on our identity. I still need to improve. I will make a lifetime goal of improving myself. You already know, as we've talked about yesterday in the recording or yesterday in my live, I talked about the two different understandings. You've got the orphan mentality, the orphan breath, as we say, because it's all that you're breathing is all that you're speaking and talking in. And then you've got the papa breath, the one that knows, has confidence knowing their son or daughter. The orphan is constantly questioning their value, looking for approval, seeking acceptance. Papa's breath is adored, cherished, loved from existence. There's nothing to prove. Here's the connection. The orphan breath is taking because you believe that you're lacking. And then Papa breathes into you and shows up giving because you know you're full already. With his presence, his love, his generosity, or giving from a place of overflowing. It's super powerful. It's a different feeling. People know it. People feel it. Can't make it up. And a lot of times people think, well, I show up to work or I made it. I'm here. And what's interesting is people still feel it when you're having that kind of day, if you would. Do you notice those days start to become more prevalent than other days? It's time for a change. And here's the thing, you give from what you believe you have. That's why this ties to the whole identity issue. That's the whole principle in one line. You give from what you believe you have. If your cup feels empty, guess what? That's what you're going to give. You're going to reach out to every relationship, trying to understand what you can do or trying to figure out a way to fill that cup through validation, control, complaining, needing constant reassurance, making everything about you, not because you're a bad person, but because you're operating from a well that you believe is dry. If your cup is full, you don't need relationships and people to fill you. You're free. You're actually free to pour out, to give to others. So the real question was never, how do I stop draining people? It's what do I believe about how full I already am? How do I walk in that fullness? How do I walk in hunger, but yet be so full and overflowing? In humility of teachable and coachable, willing to learn, but also receiving so much love and so much goodness that it's overflowing, it's bubbling out of me. John 4:14 says, Jesus tells the woman at the well that the water he gives becomes a spring of water welling up to eternal life. She kept returning to a well that could never satisfy. That's like the orphan spirit, the orphan pattern, the cycles, always thirsting for another compliment, always thirsting for that next affirmation. But Papa, he wants to breathe into you. And he wants you to know your value. This week, we have a process. If this is the first time you've ever heard me talk, my name is Carlos. And my wife and I, Carlos and Chantel Campos, we are known as the Amish Matchmakers. And we lead a community called Epic Your Life on the Skool platform, SKOOL. And we help people who are single to find godly spouses. And we help people that are married to create epic marriages, not just any average marriage. So take it to the next epic level. And we help people who have epic marriages then develop a legacy that is rooted in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. Loving your family, loving each other, filling up those love banks. There is the 5 love languages. We often get into that and talk about that. But again, today, what I want to talk to you about is why are you draining people? What is it that happens? It's a habit. It's your identity. So if we can take this process that we have 3 core activities: triggers to triumph, MVP, epic 30. 3 core activities that will absolutely create epic in your life if you can master just 3 simple activities. And one of them is very important for today, to understand why you carry this orphan breath, why you keep breathing, being needy and being childlike, that you have to be taken care of and babied your whole life. You're an adult now. And yet there's still that feeling of sucking the life out of people because you're an adult now and you're no longer an infant, a cute, light, tiny little 9 to 10 week old baby like Kalea is, my granddaughter. Excuse me. And so, triggers to triumph will help identify a trigger. I want you to understand when you feel that, oh, I need someone to compliment me, or I need to prove myself. In that moment, catch yourself taking, pulling up instead of giving. I want you to name that old story that you're feeling right then. Why it is you feel like you need to take. Why it is you feel like you need to prove yourself. What is it that's going on? What is it took place that created that? And then name that story, because that story is your limiting story. And that story has created a belief system that's limiting you from walking in the confidence and strength of a son or a daughter that is loved and blessed. Don't try to fix it right yet. Okay, not yet. This is a 4-part series. We're in part 2 right now. We're going to walk through these, but it's just even identifying it. Yesterday, we talked about contributor versus energy sucker. And today, we're talking about why we drain people, why the orphan breath happens in our relationships. It's your identity. So now, what we want to do is, through triggers to triumph, we're going to identify the trigger and then identify the story that caused that trigger. Could be from your formative years. Maybe the only thing you can remember is your teenage years of where you felt this situation happen. Don't try to fix it. Like I said, just identify it and then drop a comment below. Let us know what you're dealing with, what you're working on. Message me directly. Let us help you to work through these triggers, these things you're facing, and create a new story with you. God bless you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for part 3 as we continue this series on being a contributor versus an energy sucker. Which one are you? Which one do you want to choose to be today? It's your choice. Hopefully now you understand what it is that's causing you to walk this out. Be loved and know that you're loved. You're worthy of feeling loved. You're worthy of knowing you're loved and valued. I'm grateful for the person you are. I'm grateful that you're here supporting this talk. By the way, brings me to my next point. If this is beneficial, if you want to continue to hear some more, can you share? Can you comment? Can you like it? Especially on Facebook and YouTube, as we share these things, it matters. You matter. And by you commenting, you liking, and subscribing, it will allow others to see it. These algorithms really are interesting these days. So we would love to get the word out, the message out to more people. We'll continue to create it and bring all the wisdom and understanding that we have from thousands and thousands of hours of mentorship, coaching, and even helping 30 couples to come together in the last 5 years through our matchmaking process. God bless you. You have what it takes, and I believe in you. We'll see you tomorrow.